Welcome back to Code with SJM. If you're new here, I'm Shadrach, and on this channel we build real, production-style applications with Laravel and its ecosystem. No toy examples, no skipped steps. Today we're kicking off a brand new series, and it's a big one. So let's get straight into it. This is what we're building over the next 12 episodes. A full WhatsApp-style messenger, built entirely on Laravel and React, powered by Laravel Reverb. Self-hosted WebSocket server, no pusher account, no third-party service, no monthly bill. Let me show you everything it does. Instant delivery. Messages land on the other screen the moment they're sent. No refresh, no polling, nothing clicked on the other end. Typing indicators. Bob is typing, shows up live, letter by letter, the instant he starts. Read receipts. Gray ticks for sent, blue double ticks the moment a message is read, plus unread badges wherever there's something waiting. Emoji reactions. React to any message and watch it appear on every screen at once. Full group chats. Admins. Adding and removing members. Renaming the group, and automatic admin handover if the admin leaves. Message editing, with an honest edited label so the history stays transparent. Threaded replies. Quote any earlier message, and tapping the quote jumps straight back to it. Photo and file sharing. Drag and drop straight into the conversation, with full previews. Two kinds of delete. Delete for yourself quietly, or delete for everyone, which leaves a real tombstone wherever that message appeared. Message search. Find anything you half remember, scoped strictly to your own conversations. Smart notifications. A toast inside the app, a real system notification when the tab's in the background, and it stays completely silent for anything you've muted. Per conversation muting. Kill notifications for one noisy group without touching anything else. And real online presence. Not a fake, last seen label, but a live status that updates the instant someone connects or disconnects. One-on-one chats, group chats with admins, typing indicators, presence, read receipts, reactions, replies, editing, deleting, file sharing, search, notifications, all of it built from scratch. And the engine behind every one of those moving pixels is Laravel Reverb, a WebSocket server that's a first-party Laravel package. One composer package, one artisan command. Let's set up. Before we install anything, let's be really clear about the problem we're solving, because it shapes everything we build. Normal web traffic, HTTP, works like sending letters. The browser writes a request, mails it to the server writes one reply, and the conversation is over. Crucially, the server can never send the first letter. It can only ever answer. So when Bob sends Alice a message, the server knows, but Alice's browser has no way to hear about it. It hasn't asked. The old workaround is polling. Alice's browser asks, anything new? Anything new? Anything new? Every couple of seconds, all day long. That's thousands of wasted requests per user per hour, and messages still arrive up to a poll late. It's like phoning the post office every 10 seconds to ask if you have mail. A WebSocket fixes this properly. The browser makes one special request that says, let's keep this line open, and then the connection stays alive, like a phone call instead of letters. Either side can speak whenever it wants. When Bob's message hits the server just says it down Alice's open line, and her screen updates that same instant. That open phone line needs someone holding it on the server side, a WebSocket server. And that's exactly what Laravel Reverb is. Our plan for the series. Laravel handles the normal HTTP work, saving messages, checking permissions, and every time something happens, it announces it through Reverb to every browser that's listening. project time, and just like our previous series, we created entirely inside Laravel Herd. No terminal needed. In Herd, add site, new Laravel project. I'll name a chat app. For the starter kit, pick React. That gives us React 19, TypeScript, Inertia 3, and Tailwind 4 with authentication pages already built. For testing, choose Pest, and let Herd create the database as SQLite. Create, give it a minute. And Herd has already made the site available at chatapp.test over HTTPS with the database created and migrated. Let's prove it. Register an account, and we're on the starter dashboard with a sidebar, dark mode, and settings pages we didn't write. This is our foundation. Now open the project in your editor, and let's meet the two halves for anyone new here. I'm going to open the project using the cursor editor, but you can use any text editor of your choice like VS Code and so forth. The Laravel half routes point URLs at pages. Notice the dashboard route renders an Inertia page. Inertia is the bridge that lets Laravel serve React components as pages, no separate API project needed. And the React half. Every file and resources /js/pages is a screen. When a controller says render dashboard, this component appears. That's the whole mental model. Laravel decides what data goes to which screen, React draws it. Now the exciting part. One composer package, Laravel/Reverb. This brings in the WebSockets server itself. It's built by the Laravel team, it's free, and it runs anywhere PHP runs. While that installs, understand there are two sides to wire up. The server side, which is Reverb plus Laravel's broadcasting system, and the browser side, which is a JavaScript library called Echo that opens the connection and listens. Laravel has one command that scaffolds both. Install, broadcasting, telling we're using Reverb, and without Node because we'll run the npm install ourselves in a second, so you see exactly what's added. Look at what it did. 3 things. It published config/broadcasting.php, the settings for how Laravel announces events. It created a brand new routes file called channels.php. Remember that name? It becomes our security guard in episode 5. And it edited our React entry file to configure Echo. Let's look at that edit. 2 lines at the top of our React app. Import configure Echo from the official Laravel Echo React package and call it with broadcaster Reverb. This runs once when the app boots and prepares Echo to open that WebSocket phone line to our Reverb server. It reads the connection details, host, port, key, from environment variables that Vite exposes, which we're about to set. First, install the JavaScript packages it needs. 3 packages. Laravel Echo React is the React-friendly wrapper we just saw. Laravel Echo is the core library underneath it, and Pusher.js. Pause on that name, because it confuses everyone. We are not using the Pusher service. Pusher invented the wire protocol, the grammar WebSocket messages are spoken in, and published it openly. Reverb speaks that same grammar, so we reuse their well-tested browser library to talk to our own free, self-hosted server. Borrowed grammar, our phone line. Now the environment variables. Top line first. Broadcast_connection equals reverb tells Laravel. When an event needs announcing, send it to reverb. Make sure there's no older line setting it to log. If there is, delete it. That setting quietly swallows every broadcast into a log file, and it's a classic head scratcher. Then the reverb block, an app ID, a key, and a secret. These are credentials our Laravel app uses to prove to the reverb server that it's allowed to publish. Locally, any values work as long as they match. In production, you generate long random ones. Host localhost, port 8080, plain HTTP for local development. Then the 4 v_ lines. This is the important pattern. Environment variables are server-side secrets by default. The v prefix is what exposes a value to the browser bundle. The browser needs the key, host, port, and scheme to dial in. But notice we do not expose reverb_secret. The secret stays on the server, always. Moment of truth. Let's start the server. And there it is. Our own WebSocket server, running on port 8080, started with one artisan command. This terminal now stays open and running for the whole series, exactly like npm run dev does. It is a server. When something connects or a message flows through, we'll see log lines appear right here. And watching this window is half the fun of episode 5. Before we close, let me show you where each thing we just installed gets used, so the pieces have somewhere to land in your head. Everything real-time in this app follows the same 4-step rhythm, every single time. Step 1. Something happens over normal HTTP. Bob's browser posts, "Hello Alice," and Laravel saves it in the database. Step 2. Laravel fires an event. A small PHP class that says a message was sent, here's its data, and because our broadcast connection is reverb, that event is handed to the reverb server. Step 3. Reverb looks at which browsers are subscribed to that conversations channel. Think of a channel as a named room, and pushes the event down each of their open connections. Step 4. Echo, in Alice's browser, hears it and hands the data to our React code, which slides the new bubble into the list. HTTP in, event out, channel delivers, React reacts. Messages, typing indicators, read receipts, reactions, group renames. Every feature in this series is that same rhythm with different data. Once you've seen it twice, you'll be able to invent real-time features of your own on the spot. And a word on why reverb over the alternatives, because you'll meet them in the wild. The pusher service and services like Ably do the same job as a paid subscription, per message, per connection. Great until the bill grows with your success. Self-hosted options existed before, but reverb is first-party. Same docs, same artisan style, same team as the framework itself, and it scales to production with Redis when you need it. For a Laravel app in 2026, it's simply the default answer. Quick recap, because we covered real ground. We learned why chat can't live on request and response alone and what a WebSocket phone line is. We created the project in Herd, installed Reverb with Composer, scaffolded broadcasting with one artisan command, installed Echo on the React side, configured the credentials in .env, remembering that the secret never gets a v prefix, and we watched our very own WebSocket server boot on port 8080. Here's the thing though, nothing is flowing through that server yet, and it'll stay quiet for a few episodes on purpose. Next episode, we design the entire database for the whole series in one sitting. Conversations that could be direct or group, a participants table with one magic timestamp column that will later power both unread badges and blue ticks, messages with replies and attachments, reactions, and a clever little table for delete for me. All of it up front, so we never have to circle back. See you there.